Museum of Ontario Archaeology Interpretive Plan. Orientation, what? Welcome to the Museum of Ontario Archaeology. Let us introduce you to the world of archaeology in Ontario. We'll answer questions such as what is archaeology and why do it, and help prepare you for a great visit. Welcome to the Museum of Ontario Archaeology. A dynamic moving wall projection of images and texts welcomes you to the museum in a variety of different languages and shows you all that a visit has to offer both inside and out. Archeo what? A dramatic large-scale artifact mural creatively illustrates the vast diversity of things left behind from across Ontario and throughout time, while providing a no-nonsense explanation of what archaeology is and why we do it. Types of archaeology. Through text and graphics, explore the two main types of archaeology performed in Ontario today: cultural resource management, CRM, and university-based archaeology. Busted myths and misconceptions. True or false? Archaeologists study fossils and dinosaurs. Answer, you tell us. Test your knowledge with this fun, hands-on interactive. Review the statements presented here and help us try to debunk archaeology myths. Doing archaeology. How? Time to roll up your sleeves to learn about how archaeology is done. Here you can explore Ontario's many archaeological sites, see how archaeological practice has changed over time, and try your hand at a variety of activities that archaeologists perform as part of their daily work. Archaeological sites in Ontario. Use the interactive map to pinpoint where archaeology is happening across the province and see the full breadth of current and past excavations. Delve deeper into the key site discoveries and learn more about the Lawson site, an important archaeological site you can visit yourself just outside the museum. The story of Ontario archaeology. Get to know key milestones and innovations in the history of Ontario archaeology. This 3D timeline of images and graphics gives you an overview of when and how archaeological practice has changed over the past 100 years or so. Archaeology in Action Learning Station. Bring archaeology to life with our interactive learning station. Research site maps and dig reports using our digital flipbook. Listen to Indigenous oral stories that encourage different ways of knowing. Test your observational skills by looking for hidden features in the landscape. Dig for clues in our augmented reality sandbox. Sort finds in our discovery drawers. Use our high-tech lab equipment to analyze our slide samples to find out how old it is or what people ate. Learning from the past. Why? Archaeologists are like detectives, piecing together clues from the past. Understanding how things have changed from past to present helps us to better prepare for future challenges ahead. These exhibits help you to get into the mindset of an archaeologist and put your problem-solving skills to the test. History detectives. Learn to think like an archaeologist. Find out how to interpret the archaeological evidence. Develop a hypothesis and experiment to prove your theories. Challenge a friend to a variety of puzzles and games, or put your deductive reasoning and logic skills to the test. Consider some contested histories and how your own personal experiences and biases might cloud your judgment. Seeing differently. New discoveries and new information mean we must reconsider what we thought about past peoples and societies. Look with fresh eyes at an Attawandaron Indian village diorama, originally created in the 1930s to consider how historic biases might have influenced interpretation of this scene and what assumptions are no longer correct. What does our stuff say about us? Consider a collection of commonplace items on display in this exhibit and imagine the future several hundred years from now. What would an archaeologist from this time think about us and life in Ontario in early 21st century? Why do we keep archaeological finds? Take a virtual tour of MOA's Museum Artifact Repository to learn more about what goes on there. Find out what type of things are kept there and why we preserve these archaeological finds for future generations. Archaeology and Me. Archaeology is more than the past. In fact, it can tell us a lot about ourselves and help us solve contemporary problems. These reflective exhibits consider life's big questions and help you find a meaningful connection between archaeology and your everyday life. Archaeology for today, archaeology for the future. Explore archaeology's connections to today's most pressing topics through these dynamic exhibits filled with rich graphics, text, mixed media, props, and collection artifacts. Consider thought-provoking questions like, what can archaeology tell me about me? Or what should we pass on to the next generation? Temporary Exhibition Program. A regularly changing program of temporary exhibitions engage you in a more in-depth discussion on current issues in archaeology and topical global themes, or provide a focus on exciting research around particular artifacts and collections.